Okay. Hi, I'm Joy Benson, and I'm here this afternoon for the same reason that you are, to get a better understanding of Pear Deck. I want to get a better understanding of Pear Deck so I can incorporate it into my classroom on a regular basis because, I'm going to start over. I'm just going to cut all that part off because I made notes. Now if I don't follow every word on my note card, then I get myself all tangled up and then I get mad about myself. All right, so I'm just going to start again. I'm going to go.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Can I read off of here? Is that bad to read off of it?
No, you don't want to.
I mean, like if you were a bad reader, maybe, but
Okay.
you're a good reader. Just it's.
Okay, here we go.
Just breathe.
3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Joy Benson. I'm here this afternoon for the same reason that you are, to get a better understanding of Pear Deck so that I can incorporate it into my lessons on a regular basis. I say for the same reason as you because I'm not an expert at it, and the best way to learn it is to teach it. So here we are together. We're going to learn something about Pear Deck. All right, so what is Pear Deck? Does anybody have a guess about it? What do you know already about it?
Can't you ask students questions during like a Google slide or something? Like some
Yes.
in a slide?
It's a way to ask students questions, maybe in an anonymous way, so that they're not afraid to actually participate. Okay, so yes, Pear Deck is a web-based application. It's a quick and easy way to turn any boring slide presentation into an interactive classroom conversation. With it, we can design slides to engage your class with interactive questions, create discussion starters, formative assessments, or simply check for understanding and use them as exit tickets. Sometimes we get, what am I going to use for an exit ticket? Maybe just a simple slide on the Pear Deck could serve as a good exit ticket to see if they are grasping the content of what it is that you're teaching that day. It's a quick and easy way to get every student actively thinking and most importantly, participating. Because as you said, they can be involved with it and it can be in an anonymous way and then they don't have to feel shy or bashful or scared to give their input. All right, so getting started. Getting started is rather easy. All you need is a computer and a projector. All right, so I have the computer over here and the projector here. You can also use a device that you can walk around the classroom with because that makes it a lot easier than to incorporate it because you can still stand in the power zone. You don't have to be behind the desk the whole time. And it's just like the days of PowerPoint. Okay, those days are long gone. So basically this is a Pear Deck 101 or your Pear Deck for Dummies. And I say for dummies because Windows made a lot of money off of saying for dummies. And I'm hoping at some point I can make a lot of money. Again, not here. All right, so when students join the Pear Deck presentation, they're going to see the same thing on their slides as on the device that you have displayed on the projector. All right, so at this point, let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to show you how to download the Pear Deck so that you start using it today. All right, so open up your Chromebooks and go to joinpd.com. Today I'm going to, I'll show you on my device how to download it, but on your device, I want you to participate today as a student. And when we get together on Thursday again, I will show you then how to view it from a teacher's point of view, from a teacher's perspective. Is that okay? All right. So,
You want us to go ahead and join?
no, don't join that one. Let me go ahead and exit out of this one and go back to Joy P. This is where I'm learning to. That's not it.
So for
It's
any
not
kid who
visual.
wanted to go on here, that would be what they would put in their URL is joinpd.com, and then this is where they put in a code.
Yes. All right. So right now, I don't know what to cancel. Okay. It's Windows P. Windows P. I'm going to duplicate what I've got here on my screen over here for you guys. All right. So now, whenever you're ready to make a Pear Deck presentation, you actually have to do to go to your add-ons. Your add-ons are up here, and it's Thursday. I'll show you where to go to download this add-on. You basically just go to your Google store and you download your Pear Deck add-on. So add-ons, Pear Deck, open Pear Deck, add-on. You click it. It says start Pear Deck presentation. And it loads, and when it loads, it's going to give the students a code. And so they go to the website that says joinpd.com. It doesn't say peardeck.com, it's joinpd. And then they give these funny little sayings down here. The kids just love them. MCOHM, Misty Carrots officiate hilarious muffins. And then it shows you how many students have already connected. And at this point, I should have 4 of you connected. I've got 2, 3. You know how many kids are in your classroom, and you wait for everyone to join. And then it says to start class. All right. Pause. I'm pausing now. I'm going to come back to you after I cut you in a minute because now I'm confused. Sorry. I get confused. Has it been confusing so far?
No.
Okay. Let's begin. Okay, I'm going to show you that I'm going to show you how to be a staircase. All right. Okay. All right. I'm just confused. Okay. I don't remember what to do next.
There are different ways you can show how you go in and you can put it on student page, or you could show them how to change a slide so that it'll change on the comments as well.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. So this is now after all the students have joined, they will see this slide here to begin with. At the very bottom, and only on the teacher's slide, can you see all these things down here. That's not it. Okay, I'm going to pause again because I'm done.
If you want to put it on student page,
Yeah, where did that other thing go? It was just there a minute ago.
like something's better than one.
No, that's not it.
What are you looking for?
Okay, that other thing was down here. I swear it was down here a minute ago.
Like how you change the slides? Change the slides. And you can end it over there. Oh yeah, there's notes. It'll bring it
Yes,
up.
but there was something down here that showed, okay, never mind. All right, so, all right, 1, or 3, 2, 1. All right, so most of the time it'd probably be beneficial to use this during a classroom lesson and have your students go with you step by step or in a lockstep method. But sometimes maybe a student missed the lesson for the day and you want them to complete it, so you want them to be able to go through it at their own pace. So there's down here at the 3 buttons at the bottom right-hand corner. If you click on those, there's a bar here that says turn on student pace. If you click the turn on student pace, they can go through the slides at their own pace whenever they have an opportunity to review the lesson for the day. If you don't want them to go on at their own pace, then you simply wouldn't turn this on. It's as it comes up, the student pace is not on. All right. So we're going to go to the next slide. Again, Pear Deck 101 for dummies. All right. I already talked a little bit about me. All right, these slides are actually from the Pear Deck company. I didn't make these, but this is a good training opportunity. All right, what is your experience with Pear Deck? At this point, down here at the bottom, it tells you there are no responses here. And it also shows you a little, what do we call these, tabs, where you can show the responses. All right. Did you guys do that? All right. I don't know how to get back to it. Where did you guys, pause. Okay, where did you guys do that?
Yours, it doesn't show it.
It's on our screen.
Oh, that's right, on yours. Okay, so that's why I want this to be
Well,
different.
sometimes it might do it, but I think it's.
Okay, so over here, I have to get into the,
Maybe if you show response.
Show it as if you're like taking it.
no. Okay, so this is what, okay. I had this all worked out, I promise you. I just can't remember. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. So now, on the student screen, it actually showed some options for you to select. You saw those because you guys are here as a student today. So when you selected those, it shows up here. Now, this is anonymously. Nobody knows who said, I'm already using it. Nobody knows that they've never seen it, or they've seen it used. Nobody knows I'm new, and nobody knows what's Pear Deck. Why am I here? Okay, but on the teacher dashboard, which is another tool, it allows you to see what students responded and how they responded. And I'll show you that teacher, the actual dashboard on Thursday when I show you from the teacher's point of view. So right now, again, we're looking at this from a student's point of view. Because I know sometimes when I do these things, I'm like, okay, I saw the teacher's point of view, but what is it on the other end? How does it look? And it confuses me if I don't know both sides of it. So starting out as a student, because that's what we are right here, will help us to better grasp that idea when we go from the teacher's point of view. All right. All right, so now we'll go to the next one. And again, as I click through here, the students see the same thing, as you can see. Now, it tells you to drag your dot. This is another way to be interactive. The last question was just allows you to choose one, and this one allows you to agree or disagree totally, or on some sort of scale in between. So it's super important to get students engaged in content. Do you agree with that or you disagree? You take your...
Also, remember there's lock screens.
Okay, so yes, as a teacher, you have all kind of control over what you show up here. You can show the responses, and then sometimes you get kids that want to play and drag the dot all over and think it's funny to go around and disturb everybody else's dots. And if they do that, you see that start happening, you can just simply lock the screen. And then you can go in as a teacher on the teacher dashboard, which again, I'll show you on Thursday, and see who was playing around with their dots, where they go, who's off task, just playing. All right, so then you can unlock them, and then you can tell them, hey, get your dot where it needs to be. And then you can simply hide the responses, show the responses. I really like this aspect of it, this locking the screens. That gives them it tells them then that they have a time limit. You don't have 10 minutes to make your choices. All right, what's the next one say? What do you think is the biggest barrier to engagement in your classroom? All right, so this is the question, and on the student screen, as you can see in front of you, it allows you to actually type in an answer. And as they're typing in answers, we can actually... Oh, all right. So this is again like a multiple choice question. Is it fear of being wrong? Is it shyness, language, whatever you want your answer choices to be? All right. Again, you can lock the screens and talk about them. This is where you can start conversations in your classroom from at any point.
That's really good.
Okay, so as you're doing these multiple choice questions, obviously it's not going to be something like this. It's going to be something pertaining to your content. And then they come up with different answers, and this sparks discussion. If somebody chose the wrong answer and they see other people choosing the right answer, they might say, hey, yeah, you know what? After looking at this and seeing that other kids chose something else, maybe that is the best answer choice. And you can start a conversation in the classroom where everyone gets involved. And even if not, those kids that are those shy kids that don't want to participate out loud can still have an opportunity to participate here and learn from their mistakes by listening to the others talk.
Or express their opinion.
Or express their opinions, yes. All right, next one. All right, what kind of activities do you do in class? Okay, again, this is one of those things where you can multiple choice and we can see the responses. And this is one where you can draw. See the interactiveness? The kids are gonna, sometimes the kids go crazy and they circle, circle, circle. Sometimes they put X's through everything and check the one they like. It gives them an opportunity to interact with it, but also those kids that are fidgety, we'll allow them to maybe do a little extra here and create those annoying checks everywhere. But it still allows them to participate and share their opinions on everything.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I think so. Even I enjoy this. I would take my pen and circle, circle, circle. All right, and again, you can lock them. If they're getting too out of hand, you can lock it.
Yeah, I have such
All right. All right. So these are just examples of different types of slides that you can use. All right, some real benefits of active learning. Which of these matter to you? Because there's all kinds of evidence to support the idea that active learning helps to increase academics success. Right. All right. Pear Deck allows teachers to make any presentation interactive so that every single student can actively participate right from their own device. Again, this is so important for those kids that want to sit back in the back of the room and pretend like they don't exist in the classroom. This gives them an opportunity to say, hey, you know what, I'm important and my opinion counts, because they've just given me this device and said, hey, give me an answer. And it's a way for that student to do it without sticking out or being made fun of, and it helps them to get their brains actively participating and engaged in the lesson. All right, again, every kid answers no matter what kind of learner they are, and it lets them know that their opinion counts. You see each individual answer. Okay, so as a teacher, when you get to this point, go ahead and, I think it's okay. Let's go ahead and you can just open up a different tab and go to peardeck.com/dash. peardeck.com/dash. And it has you sign in with your Google account. All right, so this is what the dashboard looks like. So if you have your dashboard open and you have your presentation open for the students to be engaged with it as well, they won't see these notes that you make, that you have down here. And it helps you to not forget the information that you want to give them during the presentation, like this one. While answers are always anonymous on the projected view, that doesn't mean you can't see what each student is doing. When you use a teacher dashboard on a different window or device, again, you can have it on the same, like right now I have mine doing the same thing, but I can easily split this by extending my projector view.
Oh, my Chromebook just died. But it wouldn't let me log in with Google. It was wanting me to set up an account.
Okay. All right. We can do this, and I can have the student's view over on the projector, and I can have my own view on the dashboard on my device that I'm walking around the classroom with or at my desk, and then it allows me to have those notes right at the palm of my hand. All right? So, all right, so basically what we've done today is seen Pear Deck from a student's point of view, through the eyes of the student. And let's pause. I don't know what else to say right now. I feel stupid as can be. It was really bad. It was really bad, wasn't it?
No, I looked at I'm excited about this. I'm super excited. I can't
Okay.
wait to get through.
So I need to somehow close this down.
Pear Deck is a fun, interactive way to help students learn what you're trying to teach.
All right.
Increase student achievement.
3, 2, 1. All right, so basically what we've done, we've seen some of the different slides, the different types of slides that we can use to help get the students engaged in the lesson for the day. And this is so simple. You can take any slideshow that you already have created in PowerPoint or in Google, and by simply touching the button where it says add on Google, or no, add on the Pear Deck, and turn it into an interactive slide. As simple as that, and it allows every student then the opportunity to be engaged in the daily lesson. And if everyone's engaged, you know that there's nothing but increased knowledge happening in the classroom and in academic success. Blah, 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 blah. It was almost okay, and I haven't screwed it up.
You can,
What can I say there?
you can always sit down and add that part on the end. I mean, unless you're supposed to do it that way.
And it helps in learning and academic achievement. It helps for
Three.
what they've learned.
3, 2, 1. Okay, as I was saying, it's active in interactive engagement for students, and with that, there's nothing but learning going to take place. So Thursday when we get back together, I'll have another short presentation for you guys where we can see it from the teacher's side and show you how to set up any of your slideshows so that the students can start being actively engaged in any lesson that you have planned for that day. All right, thank you.